Duke, out. Hey, can you guys hear me good? Oops. Come here, bud. There we go. Ready? 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 Yes? Bite. Bite it. Jump. Eliminating carb, okay? It depends for how long. Depends for how long. Good day. Why menopause prone to heart attack or osteo? It's the hormonal imbalances. It's not 100% accurate, but it is usually due to hormonal imbalances. You're tired, Duke, aren't you? Aren't you? You're tired? Long day today? Playing all day? I don't know if you actually train or not, you could actually lose muscle mass as well too. So you just have to kind of keep that in mind. That's why it's something you do as a temporary fix. And after that, you actually go back to your like regular lifestyle, so you can actually be optimized all the time. You're gonna be in a weight loss process the whole time, because that could actually cause underactive thyroid. Do you know what is a good ferritin level for men? I have to check my list. I don't have the exact number, because yes, it is an optimal level. I'll have to check it. I don't have it with me right now. Correct, sir. That's what I've heard as well. Thank you. Yeah, just you know, if anything you want to do, go into a ketogenic. You know, as long as you're in ketosis half of the day and the other half you're not, you should be fine. Hey man, cute dog. Hey Ligma, how are you? Thank you. Duke is relaxing, looking at the mountain. It's starting to get smoky again, because we can actually smell the fire again today. So it hasn't been that clear yet. That clear yet at all. It's it makes it very tough to breathe. Yeah, it's been like this for almost 2 weeks now. On and off all the time. It's just too bad. Wish you the best. Thank you, Ligma. I really appreciate that. Samuel, hey, Maurice and Duke. Hey, John, how are you? But it depends. It depends, Brad, how much weight you're looking to lose. If you're just looking, you know, a couple pounds, you know, would be ideal. You can almost go carnivorous, you know, get a little bit more protein into your diet so you don't actually lose any muscle mass. Would be ideal. Right, Duke? Hey, where are you going, Duke? Duke didn't let me sleep last night. Beautiful view, though. West Coast, yes, in BC. Duke didn't let me sleep last night at all, because we actually had about 3 coyotes between 2 o'clock and 4:30 in the morning. So he kept going through the screen door. Finally, I closed the door and it got really, really hot. He kept jumping through the screen door to go outside in the middle of the night. Right, Duke? We didn't have a good night's sleep at all, right? I wonder whose fault is it? Yeah, it's beautiful, a beautiful place here. Got some nice mountain view, which is amazing. It's just hopefully we'll get no more fires. Or concerned about metabolic syndrome. What about metabolic syndrome? You know, the only thing is we have to be concerned about is mostly your liver. If you're able to actually control your liver enzymes and control your HbA1c levels, you should be fine, Brad. What is the name of your dog? Duke. Duke sees something out there. Oh, trust me, he sees a lot of things, especially in the middle of the night. Right, Duke? You always want to be smiling. Show your smile off. Ready? Catch. Did you drop it? You want me to get it? Cute dog. Hey, Rami, how are you? Hi, hey, Marie, how's it going? Dude, come up here. Come up here. Come back here. Come on, or else I'll leave you down by yourself. How old is your dog? 2 years. Duke, look who's here. Go check. Bork. Good boy. Gotcha. Not sure of liver enzymes, no blood work. He was just going off BMI and LDL. BMI and LDL are irrelevant, and they're just they're not really a good biomarkers to look at as well, Brad. You know, they're wasting time by looking at BMI and LDL. They're both irrelevant in that case. I can't believe people, people or nutritionists or let's say even doctors still kind of following that same old habit. It's like more than 50 years old. He saw Rodolfo. Hi, you're Syrian or Lebanese? I'm Lebanese. What a nice place. Thank you. Hello, Maurice. What's up, man? Hey, Cipriano. How are you? I hope you guys are doing good. Hey, JD. Hope you're doing well. I hope you're good. Yeah, not bad. It was clear this morning. It's starting to get a little bit smoky again. Hope you guys are enjoying your summer. Is it safe to take B complex? I would actually be taking methylated vitamin B, if anything. Well, what are you sitting down there? You come up here. Come here, Duke. Reverse calcification of what? Arterial calcification we're talking about. Duke, don't get yourself full of dust. You just showered. Hey, you just showered. What's wrong with you? Okay, you're not coming back inside. Still coughing, think from a not clear AC, some fungus or something. Probably it is. That's one thing you should never really be sitting beside is ACs. New fire started across from Box Lake, discovered at 6:40 p.m. Yeah, I just started there later tonight, very late. This morning was nice actually. It's just roughly, just recently. So we've been having helicopters flying back and forth. Have you heard of anyone taking vascular to help with glaucoma? Taking vascular? Haven't heard of that, no. Thank you for your help. So I should stop beer. I drink socially maybe 10 beers a week. Yeah, you have to. You should. Yeru, I'm doing good. Is it heaven? It is heaven. Wow, like this one. Do you know what else causes heart palpitation other than magnesium? Other than magnesium, vitamin D. If vitamin D is super deficient, it causes palpitation. Vitamin B1, if you're deficient in that as well, it causes palpitation. I should destroy the fungus before it kills me. Oh, 100%. Let's probably check the filtration. Make sure you have some charcoal to it. It should be good to go. Where are you located? I'm in BC. How to help stage 1 liver disease? Stop all your fruits and all your carbohydrates. Easily reversed. B1 benfotiamine, yes. 250 milligrams daily would be ideal as a start. What is Duke digging into? Oh, I got a load of sand to cover some of the pipes, the septic and the water and all that stuff. But that's like I've already used probably like 3 days of sand back and forth. I still have lots to go. That's a lot. That's a big load. How to decrease insulin resistance? Switch all your carbohydrates to last meal of the day. Yeah, and the family is not coming up here to BC due to the fire, so I might maybe head down to Calgary for like a week as well too. So nobody's coming up this year. Come up here, Duke. Come on, Duke. I believe all problems starts from the gut. You either eat to fear a disease or you eat to heal one. Very simple. Very simple. Duke, we got actually some grass growing there. I went and bought some, sprayed it like a couple days ago, and it's already growing. The whole section is turning green now, which is nice. I didn't think it would actually grow that fast. It only took about 4 days. So it's looking nice and green. Duke, don't get yourself full of water. My sister was in Calgary and decided not to come visit us in BC for same reason. Yeah, it's insane. It's like back and forth. It's very tough to breathe. It's everywhere like this. It's too bad. It makes, we look forward for the summer and we end up having these Too many fires. Uncontrollable. You are what you eat, 100%. And nowadays the food is really all GMO. Well, everything's GMO. Everything is heavily processed, genetically modified. Duke, don't play on the water. Best way to grow your own food. It is. You have to. You have to. If you could, you have a little greenhouse, it'd be the best thing to do. What level of vitamin D nanograms is optimal? It has to be above 80 nanograms per deciliter for vitamin D3. And your RBC magnesium has to be 6 milligrams per deciliter. أحلى عيشة. It is. It is. In the middle of nowhere. It's the best to do. Duke, you're getting yourself full of water. Oh, you're gonna wash yourself up? Okay, go for it. Play in the sand and go wash yourself. Thank you, Lydia. Can we just take vitamin D with magnesium and not K2? Yes, you could. You don't need vitamin K2, especially if you do eat cheese or you eat egg yolks. There's no point of taking vitamin K2. Magnesium will actually still regulate your calcium no matter what. Day 49 on carnivore, blood pressure down drastically, but weight hasn't dropped in over a week. That's not bad. Usually it will halt a bit, JD. It will halt. It's not a big deal. Probably at day 60, I would do what is called a carb load, because sometimes the body lacks of carbohydrates or glucose and the weight halts. So sometimes we need to shock the body with a little bit of glucose one day at night. It'll be like a cheat day, and you go back to normal levels again. And usually that will actually kick off the weight all over again. Live off the nature like you are. Amazing. It is, Deli. I hope you're doing the same thing. It's beautiful. That's the way we should all be living. I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm getting there. So yeah, do that, JD. Like set up a day, but make sure if you're doing that carb, you only do it with last meal of the day only. Like your first meal, you could be like, say, eggs and steak. Your last meal, then you can have, let's say, a couple cups of, let's say, white rice. This is like your least anti-nutrient effect on the blood. Is total cholesterol of 211 and LDL 134 really that bad? No, it's not. My triglyceride were 68 and my HDL is 60. So what you do is you take your triglyceride divided by HDL, and you need a ratio below 1. So your ratio is roughly about 1.1. So it's still a little bit elevated. That means there's roughly about a 10% oxidizations of your lipids. That's it. Come here, Duke. I can see you still. So total cholesterol, as long as your capacity is at 350. So you are fine. It's not the cholesterol that you have to worry about. It's the inflammation that is causing your cholesterol to oxidize. Do you plant any vegetables? The only thing that I love planting is cucumbers. Today I just ate my first cucumber. It's funny, last year, around this time, I probably had about 10 cucumbers. This year, so far, is only one. So the sun hasn't been that great. And we haven't been having some good weather. Knowledge is great. Why does food make me tired? So your digestion. Something's going on with your digestion. Your pancreas is probably overstimulated, that you're not digesting your food correctly. And that's why you're actually, when you eat, you feel tired. And sometimes taking antibacterial supplements will slow down your digestion as well too. So the food could be sitting in your gut a little bit longer than usual, and it's causing them to actually ferment in your gut. You come up here, Duke. I don't want to go down there. I just took a shower. I don't want to get my feet dirty again, bud. How to lower CRP? Mine is 9.3. CRP is usually inflammation in the body. The question is, why do you have inflammation? There's certain foods you're consuming. Plant tomatoes and take chickens to get fetch eggs. I don't like tomatoes. I never eat tomatoes. I haven't had tomatoes for 11, 12 years. They're highly oxalates and highly carcinogenic. But maybe I'll feed them to the chicken and get some chicken eggs. I just need to get some chickens. You come down here, Duke. I don't want to go down there. What do you recommend to increase immune system? Vitamin D? Well, vitamin D should be at 80 plus, not 25. You should be taking vitamin D supplement, take zinc, take NAC and quercetin to boost up your immunity. What are you catching? You better not be catching a mice or anything. Come up here. Duke doesn't want to listen today. How to lose belly fat fast. You can download one of my ebook, How to Lose Body Fat Fast, and belly fat specifically. Belly fat is all related to your enzymes from your pancreas. Maurice lives in grizzly territory. They love the chickens. I wonder if I get chickens next year, JD. I wonder if they'll, if something will end up coming down here, because I live right on the top, right on the edge of the crown land here. It'll be interesting. It has to be like a really good structure made for the chicken. Hey D, how are you? What to do if your glucose is at 13? My glucose is always at 105. It's your diet, Brandy. You can take alpha lipoic acid and other things, but it's not so much about the supplementation, it's the diet. What's the best food to eat for your pancreas? Raw. I don't have energy, I feel dizzy every day. What's good? You're missing a lot of electrolytes, a lot of trace minerals in your diet. You're probably not hydrating correctly. I bet they will. They go to Tim's across the road. Yeah, Tim he's not doing chicken anymore, or he's doing beef anymore. I was asking him, he's like, yeah, I stopped doing that. I wonder why. I think maybe he's planning something else, maybe to move or something. Why do I feel weird after taking magnesium, anxiety, and feeling weak? Because your body's trying to actually replenish its loss, especially in the beginning stages, right when you start to get saturated, it does that. What is your opinion on lumbrokinase or neurokinase for the arteries? Keep in mind, lumbrokinase or neurokinase, they actually control fibrin, right? It's a type of protein molecule. So if you watch my previous videos, and I talked about, in a calcified artery, what consists of a calcified artery? Well, you have 20 to 30% oxidized lipids, you have 20 to 40% calcium and phosphate, and you have roughly about 15 to 20% proteins, such as fibrinogen and other things. So neurokinase will actually control that. But you're only controlling about maybe 10, 20% of the issue. It doesn't mean that it's going to clear your arteries completely, because there's other things you have to look into other than lumbrokinase or neurokinase. Does that make sense? Because there's so that's why when I did my last video, if you watch it, you'll see that I actually broke down what's inside the calcification. So it's not all about just protein or fibrin or calcium or phosphate. There's a lot of other things as well too. Hey Maurice, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a long time. How you been? I've been coming late, maybe that's why. Then what should I do to hydrate? You can actually go to my website. You can actually see what I use for the magnesium with trace minerals to actually hydrate correctly. And that's the only one you need. It has about 70 plus minerals. You put a couple of drops in a cup of water and you drink it. And that's how you actually hydrate your cells. Sorry, I didn't hear you what you take for immune system. So you got vitamin D3, you got zinc, you got quercetin. All these are necessary, but make sure your vitamin D, you're taking about 1,000 IU per 25 pound of body weight. What supplements are you testing out these days? You don't want to know. The one I'm testing right now is the enema. Duke, leave the freaking mouse alone. He's going after a mouse. Duke! Oh, shoot, he better not be catching it. Leave it alone. I don't want to keep deworming him. Every time he catches one, I have to get him dewormed, just in case. And the other day, he caught another rat. This is 2 rats so far. Are you doing coffee enemas? No, it's not a coffee enema. It's a specific, actually, supplement that is actually supposed to remove calcifications from the arteries. So I'm testing it, and I have 22 patients already testing it as well, too, with me. Does K2 help to regulate calcium and generate back to the bones? Yeah, vitamin K2 does that, and magnesium does that too. The problem is a lot of people not sure how much to take. They aren't aware of it. I never done coffee enemas before. I don't know if I don't know if I'll do that or not. But this product that I'm doing right now is called Cavadix. I have the link in my bio. Do you know anything about an acetylglucosamine? Any good for leaky gut? Acetylglucosamine. Well, I know glucosamine sometimes here in local Canada, there's a supplement. They have glucosamine and the glutamine as a combination, but never really seen acetylglucosamine. I'll have to look into that. I want to purchase magnesium, but which is a good one for the heart? The one that I have on my website, JRand, is the magnesium comes from oxytrace minerals. That's the one they need. That's the only one that actually will saturate your cells. What glutathione is used for? Mostly liver. Think of it as your master antioxidant. Best water to drink? Spring water. Direct creek water would be the best. Spring water, that would be like the ultimate if you can get your hands on it. It's relatively a new supplement, hard to find. NAG for short. Interesting. I'll have to look into it. Acetylglucosamine. Yeah, I gotta check it out. I know for leaky gut, the only thing you can do is, one of the fastest thing you can do is peptides. BPC 157, TB 500, and I would do like digestive enzymes. That would be the best ultimate thing for leaky gut instead of actually testing other products. I don't know how well they work. I'll have to look at that one up. Send me a message. This way, at least it gives me a reminder so I can do some research on it maybe. I don't know what the hell Duke is doing. He's trying to catch something. For the BPC, it only works when injected, right? Well, technically, yes. Injection in the stomach, but there is one person I'm dealing with right now. He's actually doing the pills. I don't know how effective they are, but we'll see how that goes. NAG, isn't that something that comes with marriage? I think so. I think so, something like that. I don't know how they come up with these little short names for a lot of these supplements. How come it's a daytime there? It's not. It's roughly about 8:38 right now p.m. Still a little bit bright. My mom tries the BPC pills and she didn't do much. Okay. So yeah, maybe it's not as effective as the injections. The injections are not bad. Just a little insulin needle, you stick it in your gut. It's just, after you stick like 10 of them in the same spot, it's just, it gets a little bit sore. So you almost have to kind of switch from left to right. You are in Vancouver? I am in BC. Can I take Celtic salt to hydrate my body? Yes, you gotta take a minimum 1/4 teaspoon per cup. Can the debris from decalcification from arteries be excreted through the kidneys without concern? Yes, it actually goes through the urination. I don't even understand what peptides actually are. Can you explain? Amino acids. They're amino acids, yes. But they're a massive combination of amino acids that usually aren't found in supplementation. It's a mass levels of amino acid that usually our pancreas create to actually heal the body. It's just sometimes our bodies don't produce them as much, and or because due to the living environment we live in, our body cannot actually produce them correctly. But yeah, like every like one, I think BPC 157 has like 30 some 6 or 30 some amino acids. Like I was looking at one to use, it has like 52 different amino acids in it. So it's actually it's very, very interesting, and this way you can actually break it down and know exactly what you need. Have you made that modification for the warehouse pillars? I haven't yet. We're talking about the deck. I haven't yet. I was thinking of doing it tomorrow so I can actually put a roof here, because I want to strengthen the bottom first of the deck so I can actually put a roof so I can stay here even if it rains. I didn't even know there were that many. I mean, oh, there's lots. I think, what was the total? 100 and some? 156, I think. See, there's only essential and non-essential amino acid that we know that we get from food, but there's actually other amino acid that our body produces to actually heal. So that's why your pancreas technically was not meant to actually just release enzymes to break down food. It's supposed to actually activate certain amino acid profiles so we can actually heal the body. Put a plastic pipe and pour some concrete between a plastic pipe. I have high cholesterol. Please enlighten me. Linda, book an appointment with me. Then we can kind of discuss everything in details. Guys, if you get a chance, please tap the screen so I get a lot of likes, and maybe we can get more people to join and we can get more questions. What can someone do for HPV? Explain, break it down for me. I'm gonna see if Duke wants to go inside. Cheers to the little doggy. Where's Duke? He's hidden somewhere. I can't find him. What is he? Duke? Oh, there he is. He's hunting. I bet you he found like a mouse or a frog. He's going after it. Duke? Duke? I got the corgi gift. Cheers to that. Duke! Hey! Come up here. Come on. I'm going inside. Duke is lost. He's trying to hunt something. For me and Dookie, cheers to that. Thank you. There he is. He's hunting. That's why I don't like to keep him at night, because that's all he does. He just goes after things to Asha, and he catches them, and he actually brings them to the deck, and he puts them by the chair. So that's why I don't like to leave him outside at night. That's all he'll end up doing. Is that your Karen neighbor over there? Yeah, across there. You can't really see her. She's all the way in the bottom. All the way in the bottom. I haven't seen her since day one. Day one, when I came here, she actually put some posts there. Do not enter and don't cut my trees and stuff. And haven't seen her since then. And I got my sand load the other day, and that's all Duke has been doing, is digging through it. And I had to put the tarp there to cover all the wood, because I've been cutting a lot of wood for the wood stoves, because it rained a couple days, and I have I have everything covered right now, just in case it rains at night again. With everything going on in America, I'm ready to join you in the woods. Hey, go for it, come down. I need a hand here. Duke, come up here. Yeah, we're trying to. This is what I've done so far this week. Has been because JD, the posts that I did last year, well, they kind of been stressing me out. So, oh yeah, I've been moving every single rock I come across. This is like only like in 4 days picking up rocks. It's crazy. It doesn't end. And this is what I did for the posts. I put the braces, but I doubled them. Instead of being 4x4, they're like 6x4 now. And I'm actually gonna put another one facing, so they're gonna be like 8x6. Prepared for the winter, shovels, fuel. Get in there, slowly. Slowly. I'll stay here till like probably December, and I'll head down to the city to spend the time with families and stuff. I'll probably end up staying there for 2 or 3 months. But I'm gonna go there maybe in end of August, or maybe third week of August possibly, to go visit everyone for a week, because nobody came up here because of the smoke we had. And I have the water running right now, so I'm trying to get as green as possible here. Getting ready for bed, just wanted to say hello. I'll send you a message with the supplements. Sounds good. Yeah, look forward to it. I'll definitely check it out and do some research on it. In the meantime, have a nice evening. I don't know, probably it's quite late for you there. Rain, we haven't been rained yesterday actually, a little bit, like probably for like an hour, but the other day Calgary got it really bad with the hail and a lot of damage. We got minor rain here, not a whole lot. Where is this? This is in BC. Make sure to tell her so they don't snow you over with the plow. Yeah, I have to, I will. Well, they'll probably see my truck there, or else I'll get covered. I don't want to be covered there. Well, I'll probably, I don't know how much snow we'll get by December. You probably know more than me. You probably, I don't know if you get like a foot or two or not, because when I left last year was in first week of November. We only had like maybe a couple of inches, not a whole lot. So if I leave in, let's say, December 5th, December 10th, I don't know, maybe it'll be like maybe about a foot or 2 feet. But I have to get the wood stove installed first. If I don't get the wood stove installed, I won't be able to stay that late. Everything is running behind with the wood stove because of the fires. It's delayed. It's supposed to be finished by end of July, and now it's almost in August, and we haven't even got started yet. They're not used to being there in winter. Yeah, you know, so this is gonna be something new. I'll have to actually stand in the bottom and tell them, hey guys, don't close in on me. Best oil to cook with, animal fats would be probably your best, and it has the highest what do you call it, smoke point. The highest smoke point is gonna be your animal fats, like beef tallow. You got lard, you got duck fat, you got ghee is not bad actually as well too. Ghee and then coconut oil, all that stuff. Usually I like that comes on after. Sharon says hi. Hey Sharon, how are you? I hope she's doing good. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you're enjoying the summer at least, or you're getting hit with as much smoke. But at least you guys, hopefully, you're doing some trips. Have you had a chance to use the RV this year? What is your take on cayenne pepper? Cayenne pepper is not bad as an emergency purposes. Keep in mind, some people will actually get hemorrhoids from using too much cayenne. And keep in mind, cayenne falls in the nightshade family, so it does aggravate some of the joints, right? So, and if it does do that for you, then only use it as an emergency. So when I say as an emergency, if you're experiencing a heart attack or something like that, you can take 1 teaspoon, but it has to be at least 120,000 heat units or higher. If it's below that, it's not gonna really affect you a whole lot. Like bacon grease, yeah, bacon grease is lard. Yeah, 100% you can use that for cooking. Heading to Quebec for my dad's 80th birthday, end of September. Oh, sounds good. How long are you staying there for? Like a week or so? That'll be awesome. Well, happy upcoming birthday to your father, and hopefully you guys enjoy it with the family. Cayenne is good for many. Circulation, heart, many, yes. It is cayenne. Like I said, cayenne is good for certain individuals, not for everybody. Keep that in mind. Sharon, a week, me 2 to 3 weeks. Nice. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, keep me updated. Let me know how things are going. Or if you, I don't know, or if you're heading down this way or not. I know with the smoke right now, it makes things tough. So what is best to take to prevent blood clots? So blood clots, as long as your body, your blood clots are actually created because of the food you consume that is causing coagulation. How could one get rid of calcium crystals in the body? These are called oxalates. Magnesium actually will get rid of oxalates. I eat very spicy. Cheers to that. What vitamins should a person with Parkinson's disease take? It's not a vitamin, but they have to start with at least MCT oil, more of a fat intake food instead of being high in the carbohydrates. That would be like the initial start. Can I take B complex every day morning on an empty stomach? Yeah, so water soluble. As long as methylated form, you should be fine. Evening, brother. What was the name of that compound that reverse calcification again? Cavadex. Cyclodextrin. What is the purpose of life? I don't know. You tell me. Enjoy life. Enjoy life to its fullest. Whether you make $1 or whether you make $100 a day, it should be the same for you. Enjoy life to its fullest. Money comes and goes, but health, you only have one health, you only have one heart. So treat it well, and you'll live a nice, happy life. What about yeast overgrowth in the gut? Do some fasting and take some antibacterial like MCT oil. You got berberine, all that stuff works great. Some secrets for the castor oil, specifically for the Hutchins. Duke. Duke's too busy. I'm going inside. Duke. I'll see you later. I'm gonna make my my coffee drink, my mushroom coffee. Okay. can I stand this up? How come it's not working? Are the bugs bad? Oh, we get mosquitoes. We get these nasty big black bugs. They actually sting. I got stung today twice, but that's okay. Whatever. Bugs are bugs. I am very impressed with your videos. Would love to have a one-on-one call soon. Sounds good, Sonny. Looking forward to that. 100%. You'll benefit from it quite a bit. Do you think cyclodextrin would improve mitral valve? I'll have to look into that for you. I'll have to check on that with some of the owners and discuss it with them to see exactly how it would work, if it does actually help with that or not. I can't give you a straight answer right now. My guy Maurice, good day to you. Hey, how are you, Sean? Gonna make some coffee. Not coffee, mushroom coffee. Black coffee good for you every morning when you fast? Yeah, 100%. Just make sure you're replenishing with some minerals, because if you don't replenish with some minerals, it does deplete your calcium, it does deplete your magnesium, your zinc. So as long as you're replenishing your body correctly, you should be fine. I have a nuclear test coming up. Have you had that before? I haven't, no. I haven't done that before. When are you getting it done? You and my mom are similar with the coffee. It's 100 degrees outside and you all drink coffee. Coffee, it does the body good. Especially mushroom coffee. This one has the 6 mushrooms, so it's supposed to actually knock me out to sleep. We'll see if it's gonna work. I'll drink my black coffee in the morning. I highly recommend it. It has helped me so many health issues. Thank you, Maria. I really appreciate that. And Sean, coffee is good. You gotta try it. You can sit down and have a nice cup of coffee with your mom every morning. That would be the best thing you can ever do with your mom. And enjoy that coffee. Appreciate it. I know a lot of people in my mitral valve Facebook group would appreciate it. The symptoms are, they send me a message if you don't mind, just like as a reminder, because sometimes I get way too many questions and sometimes I totally forget and I don't want to forget. So if you can send me a message if you don't mind, and I'll more than happy, I am going to look into that for you. Just as a reminder, because sometimes I get so many questions and I tend to forget. Give me a second, guys. I just got to put some water. And Duke is outside. I have to get him before it gets pitch black, because if it gets pitch black, it'll be a hard time for me to get him to come back inside. He'll be running around. I know he's gonna do that to me today. I have tried hiral hernia. I have hiral hernia that caused my PVC. I swear, if I overate, I get them. Maurice, are you on Insta? I am on Instagram, yes. I'm having the nuclear test done because of possible left heart bundle branch block. That's perfect. When you getting it done? You're getting it done soon. Do you get the results right away, or it takes like a couple of weeks? Wouldn't mind checking out the papers when you get it. Black Rifle Coffee. I've heard of that. Haven't tried it yet. Black Rifle Coffee. I've seen it in one of the store in the city. In Cabela's, they actually sell it, and haven't actually had a chance to buy some and try it. I never knew having the AC can cause health issues. Oh yeah, a lot of mold toxins in them. Be careful. What are the benefits of mushroom coffee? Also notice you drink it at night. Technically, mushroom coffee is supposed to be drank during the daytime, so it kind of give you the energy and the focus and all that, which is true. I like to drink it at night because I was actually doing a test on it to see whether lion's mane actually does work or not. And actually it does, because it knocks me out to sleep really well. It puts me in such a high deep sleep, which is I like it. That's why I drink it at night. How much magnesium is too much magnesium? Everybody has a tolerance level. Your tolerance level is when you actually get a soft stool effect. That's when you know you've taken too much. But you have to take small dose at a time. Your intestine are incapable of actually absorbing magnesium at such a high rate. So you have to take small amounts, roughly about 100 to 100 milligrams. Oh, there's Luke. He's sitting outside. I have to go grab him. If I don't grab him, then he's gonna run around again. To whoever made the post about heart block, I had that as well, and it did go away on its own in my case. Maurice, can you make a video on AC and mold, please? Send me a message. Give me a reminder. Would be great. And I can do that. Hold on. Let me grab Duke. Come on. Come. Up. Up. No. Don't lay down. Don't lay down. Get up. Let's go inside. Come on. The door is open. Come on. Come on. Doesn't want to. What books or method of study do you recommend to gain knowledge on health like you? How did you start? How did I start? 20 years ago, I started. You can start with taking some nutrition courses and stuff, but keep in mind, whatever they teach you, you can actually just get a book and actually read them. But you have to constantly educate yourself and you have to constantly do a lot of testing. You have to do a lot of testing as well, too. I had that as well. Not me, Sean. I was somebody from YouTube. I was reading their message. So they had it and it actually went away on its own. So Sean, I'm talking to somebody from YouTube. It doesn't have his name up. He just says first name, last name as his username that he put that message. I wish we can actually combine like both lives because I'm doing 2 lives right now. So if you guys see me talking about a lot of questions that you don't see on your screen because they're actually coming from YouTube and vice versa from TikTok. The only reason I've been doing the YouTube because actually it records the whole video. So therefore, if you guys miss any of my videos and stuff or any of my chats, you can actually go back to YouTube and kind of capture all that information on there as well too. So this way you can actually break it down a little bit more specific and you can actually look into some of the questions that were missed. He's sleeping right on the door. I have to go grab him soon. Gotta get my coffee cup ready. Hey, I just switched from TikTok. I see the post. Hey, Sean. Yeah, so it was actually, you can probably, Sean, you can ask the username, first name, last name. That he's the one who put her up there. I don't know if you can see it or not, see the messages. Hello from Arizona. Hey, how are you, Sonia? Evening, Big M. How was your day? They've been good, not bad. Just starting to get a little bit smoky right now, but overall, trying to get many things done before it gets too cold. I don't know why I'm worried about the winters already, and we haven't really enjoyed the summer a whole lot. How did the vanilla work for the mosquito? I haven't gotten any. I've been trying another method that actually has been working. I got some here. What is it called? It's cinnamon. I got cinnamon and cloves. So I got cinnamon and clove, and you boil it, and I put it in a spray bottle. So this is what I have: cinnamon and clove, and that's what I've been using for the mosquitoes now. And it's been working. Yeah, it's not bad actually. So I have to kind of spray it every half hour, just because it dries up. But at least it's keeping all the mosquitoes away, which is nice. And I need that, seriously. D, good night. Have a nice evening. So guys, give me like a minute. If you guys don't mind, keep tapping the screen. We get more likes, we get more people to join us and get more questions. I'm gonna go grab Duke to come inside because he's sitting outside still. He doesn't want to come in. Was in Canadian Tire yesterday, and believe it or not, got the Halloween stuff already. Really? Wow. It's like it's funny how everything is like in a rush. Like we barely enjoyed the summer. We actually had like 6 weeks of rain, 2 weeks of sun, 2.5 weeks of smoke. The summer is over. Now we're freaking into Halloween time. Like seriously? Brad, have a nice evening. How do we know if you have advocate amino acids like taurine? You don't. You're always going to be deficient in taurine no matter what. There's actually a test amino acid profile status you can get. What is the best way to lower my husband's triglyceride? Triglyceride are 1128, cholesterol to 50. I think when you're that high of a triglyceride, you need to book an appointment with me, Natalie, and we can actually talk about it in specific. That is quite high. Do you still take aspirin since you had heart stents? No, I don't. I haven't taken any medications since 3 months after the incident. That was 10 years ago. Cigars okay to smoke? Oh yeah, 100%. Cigars are better than cigarettes. Cigarettes contain 98 chemicals. Cigars does not contain any chemicals at all. Natural tobacco does not contain any chemicals at all. By all means, enjoy it. Sugar high starts already. Yeah, it's crazy. Guys, give me a minute. I'm gonna go grab Duke. Relax, yeah. Sleep. You can stay here. We're not going outside anymore. That's it. That's it. Got him. Duke, you can sleep there. You're not going outside. He thinks he's gonna go outside. I don't keep the door because yesterday I kept it open and he kept jumping through it. He ripped it 4 times. How do we get rid of canker sores in the mouth? Doctors still don't have a cure. Hydrogen peroxide. I can't say that I can actually get banned, but there is hydrogen peroxide. I can't tell you how to use it, but yes, that's the fastest way to get rid of them. Probably within half a day they're gone. He will reach out to you on your Instagram. Thank you, Maurice. Yeah, no problem, Natalie. I'll look forward to getting the message, and we'll definitely go from there. 100%. Besides lumbrokinase, I am starting aged black garlic. Any recommended black garlic? I may try Cavadix. Black garlic is not bad. Black garlic or aged garlic or magnesium or polyphenols, all that stuff goes after your soft plaque more than anything. It prevents soft plaque. While Cavadix goes after calcifications. Just notice, love your initial MD. Lol, how used to that. Actually, my proper initial is MAD, mad. But I'll stick with MD. It fits perfect. But I never really use because my last name is 2-part. And before I used to actually, when I sign, I would actually put MAD, and everybody says, "What the hell you sign as MAD?" I'm like, no, that's my full initial. But so that's why I kind of made it short to MD. Duke, find the spot and sleep, please. It's funny, he's going from one corner to the other till he finds like a cooling spot. Water's taking forever. Guys, let's tap the screen. We'll get some likes. And we'll get more people to join us. We'll get Is Duke a German Shepherd? Yes, he's 100% pure European German Shepherd. Waiting for the water to boil so I can actually do my coffee, my mushroom coffee. I had an aortic valve replacement. It was very calcified. Any advice to prevent this from happening again? Yeah, like, whenever we get calcified arteries, it's usually we always have to blame it on our diet. If your diet is not the best, or when you were younger, you used to go out, maybe you drink lots, you eat a lot of processed foods, what we thought was healthy is not really healthy. So all that stuff actually will accumulate in time. Because keep in mind, calcified arteries don't just happen overnight. They can take anywhere between 5, 10, 15 years to actually build up. And the thing is, how you prevent it all has to do with your gut. So you either eat to fear a disease or you actually eat to prevent one. And obviously the food that you've been consuming could have actually caused the aortic valve replacement, could have caused the massive calcification. So it's almost like we have to actually go back to your lifestyle, your history, to see where you went wrong and to see why this is gonna continue happening. Because you don't want to just take supplement but continue eating the wrong food. Brandy, the one I was talking about is called Cavadix. I have it. I did a full YouTube video on it. Just finished work, time for a wind down. Thought I'd say hi, have a good night, sir. Take care, Prince. Cheers. Jimmy, hey Mo, how are ya? Just got home from a little holiday with the family. Talk with you shortly. That's awesome. I hope you had a good time with the holiday and hopefully the weather was good for you guys. Do you like fast food? I haven't had fast food for probably 10 years, 10 plus years, 15 years. I don't believe in it. I haven't had any. I think it's garbage. I'd rather make something at home. I've been looking into the connect between low butyrate and atherosclerosis. You're talking about butyric acid. Everything starts in the gut. This is what gives your gut microbiome the power to actually get started. But yet, if you're looking about atherosclerosis, there's actually a specific gut bacteria that you can actually take to actually prevent atherosclerosis. I actually tried it. I went on it for almost a year and a half. Didn't even, no changes happened at all in the lipids or the prevention. So I don't know if a lot of this stuff does really work or not. Can prolonged anxiety cause muscle twitches? Yes, it depletes your magnesium. That's why it causes these issues. So it's almost you have to go on magnesium ionic chloride. I have the link in my profile bio, so you can actually saturate your cells correctly. Give me a second, guys. Magnesium, there's no difference between man or woman for their magnesium. You guys all have to take magnesium ionic chloride. That's your most natural form of magnesium, and that's the one that your body can actually recognize correctly. But you have to take it correctly as well too. You can't just take the full load at once. Do you recommend krill oil omega-3 over the fish oil? Krill oil is not bad, it's just very expensive. I just recommend omega-3, just make sure you get DHA, because DHA does not oxidize. I can't believe how fast this year is going by. I already feel like a fall in the air. Yeah, it's crazy. It's getting colder again. And, one of the person who was posted, a lot of the stores already have their Halloweens in the store already. So it's kind of crazy. Everything's running by too quickly. We haven't been enjoying the time. Seriously, it's kind of crazy. I've seen a few leaves turning colors already. Oh, it's insane. It's like 6 weeks of rain, 2 weeks of sun, 2 weeks of smoke, and the summer's already over. Unless we get a nice September, would be nice. The Home Depot in my area has Halloween stuff out already. That's crazy. It's crazy how a lot of these corporations they play with people's head. All they do is just they automatically drop from one season to another to another. So they automatically stress you out and they get you into the sugary holidays, eh? When are we gonna actually take time and slow down a bit? Like seriously. It's crazy about how control is done. Yeah, it is. Hi Maurice, how about pulmonary hypertension? Yeah, it's fixable. Everything's fixable. You just have to actually stay consistent and take the right supplementation. How to reverse calcification of abdominal arteries? I was removed from kidney transplant list. It depends how extreme the calcification is, Jay, but yeah, it is. You can actually remove the calcifications with the supplement that I was talking about, Cavadix. That's the current one we're doing testing on it. You can do Cavadix, you can do EDTA, you can do a few other things to actually get rid of it. I sprayed coffee everywhere. I can't talk about chemo or anything like that because I can get banned. Unfortunately, the only thing is you can do, Debbie, is book a time with me and I can talk to you about it in specifics, or you can download one of my ebook. It's called a cheat sheet that I went in details on a lot of the stuff. Currently taking busprone for anxiety, and would be your suggestion for anxiety at age 47. You can download my ebook on anxiety and stress and depression. There's a supplement you can actually take. Cheat sheet, yes, Debbie. It's a cheat sheet ebook that I wrote, and it does have the information there. But if it doesn't, it does have the information. If it doesn't, email me. I'll send you a full protocol you can follow. What's water for water retention? What's good for that means your cells are not being hydrated correctly. That's why you're getting water retention from your kidneys. What makes you tired in the middle of the day? What makes you tired in the middle of the day? It's your mitochondria. You have to reboost your mitochondria. Don't drink coffee in the middle of the day. It's your mitochondria that's actually struggling. All you gotta do is just take some creatine with D-ribose. I'll look. Is it on your link? It is under my link. Yes, Debbie. Can you take Cavadix as a preventative measure? Yes, you could, Ziad, 100%. Keep in mind, guys, when I did a video about calcification, and I've been doing a video every single day for you guys, when I give you a problem and I give you a solution, like I know when I give you the solution, I'm just naming maybe 4 or 5 different supplements that you can take, but there's hundreds of other supplements you can take, right? So I'm just giving you examples. So I give you a problem and I'm giving you a solution. So when we look at the calcification, the artery calcification, don't assume the whole calcification is all 100% calcium or all 100% cholesterol. It's not. And don't assume if you're taking one supplement, like I had some people say, well, I'm taking neurokinase, so neurokinase should actually remove the calcification. No, it's not going to remove the calcification, because you always have to kind of go back to that video that I put in there, and I said, what starts the original process of calcification is oxidized lipids. So oxidized lipids is your number one. Then when that happens, that's when you get your calcium phosphate. Then you get your proteins, which is that's controlled by fibrinogen. Then you get your water. So there's multiple percentage for each. So it doesn't mean if you take one, you're gonna fix the whole issue. You have to actually fix the original molecule that actually started the issue, which is oxidized lipids. So that's what Cavedex does. It will actually remove that. Once it removes that, your calcium phosphate and proteins will actually go back to their homeostasis level again. I don't know why my screen is getting. Your chat will end in 5 minutes. Really? Okay, I'm back again. Is there a specific D-ribose you recommend? Yes, it has to be actually, there's only one company that actually has a patent design for D-ribose. And in the back of the supplement, when you look at, where the ingredients, it does have to say bioenergy. If it doesn't say bioenergy, there's not the patent design for D-ribose. It's just another knockoff company that makes it. So you have to actually, the company they're going to choose, let's say if you go on iHerb, I have the link on iHerb for the D-ribose I use. And if you actually look in the back where it says the ingredients, it will actually say in small print, Al, it will say bioenergy. That's the original company that started D-ribose. I'm cutting back in sugar and coffee and using D-ribose instead. I don't miss the sugar at all. That's perfect. Yeah, you don't. And you don't need it. Seriously. You don't need the sugars. Great, but the way it's administered is not the best. Is there a nice way to make it? I know it's not the nicest way, but keep in mind, if you take supplement, it goes through your digestive juices. By the time it hits your cellular level, you probably already lost about 40-50% of its quality, right? So the only option there is IV therapy that will actually bypass the digestive juices, or enema. That's the only way you can actually bypass and goes automatically to the intestine for proper digestion, for proper absorption. So unfortunately, that's the only option. But look at it this way: you're saving your heart, or you're doing the enema. So sometimes you have to do it to expand your life. I always seem to need something sweet to snack on. Do you recommend D-ribose and chromium, or D-ribose alone? D-ribose and creatine, and make sure when you're taking D-ribose, do not exceed 2.5 grams per shot. Well, that's the only option we have, Ziad. Unfortunately, trust me, I was dealing with an 87 years old person this morning. He's already at 95% calcified artery. So he has two options. He'll either do the enema, or in 4 days, he's going to be administered to the hospital to do a stent. I'm like, just do the damn enema and get it done and see if it's going to help you in the next couple of days or couple of weeks to see how much we can reduce the percentage. And he's worried. He's like, I don't want anything goes in my bum. I'm like, then get your stent, right? But he has to get it done. So he actually ordered the product, and he's gonna get started on it tomorrow. And hopefully he sees some changes in about 4 or 5 days before he goes back to the hospital and get a stent. This light is freaking bright. It's hurting my eyes. So sometimes we can't really run away from it, because that's the only option we have. Is the enema self-administered? It is self-administered, yes. By doing the enema on oneself, is it difficult to self-administer? No, it's not. It is a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning. Some people might feel like a little bit off or a little bit weird, but It is doable, and you're just gonna be laying there for like 30 minutes. You get it done, and you get your day started. It's very, very simple. And this is not like a lifelong treatment. You might maybe do it for 6 months, you might do it for a couple months, and you check, everything looks good. You can say, okay, I'm gonna get off for about maybe 4 or 5 months and see how I feel. Do I need it again? Maybe, maybe not. So that's how it is. It's the same thing as you doing peptides. Like I did peptides for 8 weeks straight, and trust me, you're like stabbing yourself in the stomach every single day, twice a day, sometimes 4 times a day. Oh yeah, it does get a little bit sensitive. You do feel like you put it in and it feels like it's painful, and sometimes you freak out and stuff, and you say hell with it. It's normal. It's normal. It's normal how we go through a lot of these things, but at the end of the day, you always have to kind of think positive towards it. It's like, okay, I'm doing something to actually change my life. Would you only recommend this product if there is already diagnosed atherosclerosis? Yes, that's why I've been telling everybody that wants to take it, make sure you get yourself a CAC score done. Once you get your CAC score, if the CAC score shows 0, what's the point of taking it? But if it shows you have 70, 80, 100, 400, 1300 or more, then definitely go for it. What is the peptides for? The peptides that I was using was mostly for gut health and inflammation in the joints due to an injury. Inflamed liver and pancreas. Yes, inflamed because of your diet. Is there a time of the day best to do the enema, or you can do it anytime and on an empty stomach? Best to do it in the morning and at night, because you have to do it twice a day. So morning, as soon as you wake up, you get yourself ready, you get it done, then you can go take your shower, and you do it at night before you sleep, let's say. And sorry guys, I cannot do a video on that. Imagine. I live in the US. I heard a guy from California ordered it, but the custom held it. Yes, correct. So it has been getting held on customs, but they do release it. The average time, because 16 out of the 22 patients, Ziad, are in the US. It is getting held at customs because FDA is trying to actually ban the product in the US, but within about 2 weeks they release it. 100%. They release it. We're tracking each shipment that we're actually sending out, and we're actually monitoring how long it's actually been held in customs. How to avoid it being held up? You can't. You can't avoid it. No matter what, customs are gonna actually always hold it for about a week, 2 weeks. It's not a big deal, but at least they're releasing it. They're not opening the package. They're not checking it or anything. Even when I got mine was held in 3 weeks in Canada, and after that I got it. But it's not held and they take it away. It's not. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Best thing for thyroid, tyrosine. It's an amino acid. That would be like your initial start. Before you start on iodine, I know a lot of people talk about iodine, but sometimes iodine can actually cause a reverse issue. So best to do it with tyrosine. You can take anywhere between 5,000 milligrams a day, up to 5,000 milligrams daily. Oh, it looks like it's raining. Yeah, it looks like it's raining outside. Thank you, Maurice. You're the best man. No worries, Ziad. Anytime. Keep me updated. Let me know how things are going. If anything is gonna change or you're gonna do anything, keep me updated. Why talking about enema? There's a product we're talking about, calcification, for removing calcification. There's a new product that you can actually take as enema. To start, how much Cavadex do you recommend? Anybody to start, I would say you have to do it for at least 3 months, no matter what. when I got mine, I'm doing mine for 90 days, 3 months, and this way I can do a test, check the CAC score as well, because I already checked one. I'm going to do it again. Then this way we know where we at. Then if you see like a good percentage is dropping, then we know we are on the right track. Then you can order again another 3 months. That's what I recommend. I have already a couple of guys, they've ordered a whole year supply, and I have two people actually, they ordered a 6 month supply. But I think 3 months is a basic good start. What did you say was the best mineral to take to get what you need in a day? Trace minerals, Aussie trace minerals. That was brandy, and I do have the link on my profile bio. It's a blue bottle. You put a couple of drops in a cup of water every couple hours. Vitamins. Teresa, maybe book a time with me, because I have to kind of see what you guys eat lifestyle wise. I can give you some recommendation on vitamins. A friend just got shingles, 55 male, diagnosed on day 6. Is it too late for antivirals? No, it's not too late. You can actually stop, from kind of causing more harm to the body. Is a CT scan dangerous? No, it's not. I've been asked this question a lot. Guys, think of it this way. CT scan does have some radiation, right? But the thing is, if you do a CT scan, you're going to be saving your life. The same amount of radiation you get from a CT scan, you would actually get from you living in a city within about 45 days. Every time you eat a banana that is actually imported to your country has the same amount of radiation as you get in a CAC score. So no matter what, whenever you get a CAC score, or you eat a freaking banana, or you actually get exposed to any type of radiation, it's going to stay in your body for 45 days. You can speed up the process by actually binding to the radiation and actually flush it out. Some people have done EDTA, such as to bind to heavy metals, zeolite, shark oil. All that stuff will cut down the issue. Is it something you should worry about? No, it's not. And I would never really worry about it, because the amount of radiation is so minuscule. Here in Canada, every time you get food that is actually imported from outside Canada, whether it's bananas, kiwis, we get everything outside Canada. Guess what? Everything gets scanned, and everything has radiation to make sure there's nothing wrong with it. But is it really what's wrong with it, or is it just say they actually radiate all the products so we can actually all get affected? I mean a general CT scan, not a CAC one. CT scan or they're both the same. CT calcium score, CT scans, they're all done in the same option. Glass, water, or plastic? Glass. Stay away from plastic. It mimics estrogen. Do you recommend a CIMT as well beside the CAC? If you can get a CIMT, it would be great as well. Because I think with the CIMT, they do both, right? They do soft and hard calcification. That's correct, Muro. They want us to go to the doctors. They want us to stay sick. You stay sick, the doctor keeps making money. He'll keep going on vacation every single year. And yet, us people, we get sick and we barely can actually afford to go on a freaking vacation. I need to take my liposomal. So I'm going to take my alpha-lipoic acid. I take my alpha-lipoic acid at night. So this is the arm form. Let me get some water. Yeah, this is, how much am I getting in here? Yeah, 250, 225. This is your best supplement for your liver. It's probably one of the best powerful antioxidants, because it works on both, it cycles your vitamin C and it cycles your vitamin E in the body. So it works on both fast soluble and water soluble. Do you have any advice for a toddler with asthmatic symptoms, non-verbal? Some fat in the diet, like fish oil, some MCT oil in the diet would be great. Alpha lipoic acid is essential for alpha lipoic acid. There's the R form and S form. You always gotta make sure you get the R form because it's more bioavailable. It's actually it helps with fatty liver disease. It does help with insulin sensitivity. It does actually cycles your vitamin C and your vitamin E, your most powerful antioxidant, fat soluble and water soluble. Very, very essential to actually use, especially for anybody with a fatty liver disease as well too. But keep in mind, liver is the most important organ because if a person has high cholesterol, oxidized cholesterol, insulin sensitivity, anything like that, everything starts in the liver. So the liver should always be looked after correctly. What was that powder you ate? It was actually, it's not powder, it's liquid. It was alpha lipoic acid. MCT oil, fish oil, Bella. Hello, Maurice. Can LDN help with chronic nerve pain? What is LDN? Do you recommend taking? I do take actually liposomal glutathione because if it's not reduced, your body can't utilize it correctly. So I only take it in liposomal as well. So this is the one I take. I keep it in the fridge. You get 450 milligrams of liposomal of glutathione. That's one I take. I take about 2 of them a day. Hello, Maurice. Low dextrin. I gotta look into that for you. I don't have much information on it. What should I take before and after I drink to protect my liver? Vitamin B complex and selenium. So can I start a milk thistle tincture for slight elevation of liver enzymes? You could, yeah, 100%. You can do the tincture. Make sure it does have like artichoke, dandelion, milk thistle, any bitters in it. All that stuff will actually support the liver. That is vitamin C. Do you say to take the alpha lipoic acid R? Yes, it has to be the R form of alpha lipoic acid, not the S form. If it doesn't say anything on it, 99% of the time it's always the S form, the cheapest form, synthetic, and it's not bioavailable to the system. So we'll actually say R hyphen alpha lipoic acid. And that's the one you need to be taken. Anything for bad breath. Bad breath is actually happens from the gut. It's mostly your gut bacteria. They're giving you a sign, either you're eating something that they're actually having a hard time with it, and it's actually getting fermented in your gut. So your body's not actually absorbing and or digesting it correctly. Or sometimes it could be mold toxins in the food that you're currently eating that is causing these outcomes. What do you recommend for detoxification? Fasting. Fasting is your best bet with some trace minerals. Creatine intake use your affect my liver enzymes. Creatine intake use will affect your liver enzymes level. When I used to work out with weights, is that still happening with the creatine? Creatine does not affect liver enzymes or kidney enzymes or anything. It should never really affect any of the enzymes. How to handle loose stool with magnesium chloride. You have to start slow. Start in a small dose, and the dose has to be every 4 hours. If you do it too close or too many drops, then yes, you will cause a soft stool. That means you're flushing out all your minerals off your system. Do you do intermittent fasting? Yes, I do intermittent fasting daily. About 16, 18 hours, sometimes 24 hours, yes. And I do prolonged fasting as well too, probably I used to do it every week, but now I only do it like once a month, like 3-day fasting. Guys, give me a second. Let me plug my iPhone. It's dying. And maybe we'll take some chili dip too. Let's plug it in. Do you drink cold or warm water? Warm water, room temperature. I never drink cold water. Trust me, you don't want to drink cold water either. I saw recently that autophagy is another method of cleaning plaque. What's your opinion? Yeah, you can definitely clean plaque with it, but the question is how often you have to do it for it to actually work. Keep in mind, based on some scientific literature that I found, you can only reverse your plaque, or you can actually reverse any heart damage 1% every 70 years. So I don't know how well the intermittent fasting or prolonged fasting would actually clear calcification from your body. Yes, your body is supposed to actually heal itself, but if you're not giving it any proper raw form to actually heal itself, how is it gonna heal itself? So technically, I would say, you know, doing the prolonged fasting with some supplement alongside to actually help. The question is, what supplements would you take when you're fasting? Because you can only take like a water soluble supplements, not a fat soluble supplements, or it has to be like an amino acid, such as injections or IV therapies. What do you consume on your 3-day fast? Nothing, just minerals. That's it. What do you think of TRT for low testosterone? You can do synthetic testosterone. It's not a big deal. The question is, how much do you need and how much do you need to boost it up? Because a lot of people, sometimes they take 1 ml every 3 days, they take 5 ml every 4 days. It depends. It is good to actually be doing it under supervision, like proper supervision, because after you finish, you want to make sure you want to go back to your regular testosterone so your body does not become dependable. The question is, can you afford it for a very, very long time, or do you want to just take it temporary? But you gotta watch out your cholesterol does not oxidize, your DHA or your hormones go out of whack, because sometimes a lot of the people out there, a lot of doctors, so-called, they don't know how much to give a person. So they tell you, oh, take 3 ml every 3-4 days, we'll see what happens. And the blood test comes, oh, we took too much. Let's drop it to 1 ml. So you have to find that balance. Is olive oil compressed organic good for the heart? Not really. Unless you're buying it locally, you're not importing it. If I exercise in the morning and start the Cavadex, can I exercise afterwards, or should I move it on? No, you can start right away. Just make sure there's every time you administer the Cavadex, you have to actually just be in a relaxed position for at least 30 minutes. After that 30 minutes, you can do whatever you want. Which supplement can help with high cortisol? Ashwagandha alone gives me palpitation, feeling weird. Yep, ashwagandha does that. That's why I don't recommend it. If anything, you want to do L-theanine instead. Did you just say that taking creatine doesn't affect creatinine? Yes, correct. Has nothing to do with creatinine levels in the kidneys. Creatinine levels usually is, we see that number is high because due to the increased muscle mass. Creatine itself has nothing to do with creatinine. Creatinine and your ACR levels is based on how much muscle mass you have. And to do a better test, if you're the type of person that trains and you go get your blood test and it shows that you have very high creatinine, take time off exercising for a month and go check your blood work again. You'll see your creatinine will actually balanced. And people that actually take statins, they have a very high creatinine, because what happened is the statin is breaking down your muscle tissue, so it's causing more creatinine to be filtered out through your kidneys. I can't find any R-alpha lipoic acid for toddlers. Anything else you suggest? It has to be actually as a liposomal, like the one I showed you. The minerals is called Aussie Trace Minerals, Natasha. Maurice, what was the name of the beard dye? Oh shoot, I forgot. I have to get it. I don't have it here with me. Shoot. I'll have to get you the name. I just bought it locally. Because the other one that I use is oil base. How do I spell that? Aussie Trace Minerals. It is on the website. If you go there, you can see it. Dose of daily creatine levels do you recommend? And if taking D-ribose, can you take them together? Yeah, you can take them together 100%. That's the backbone of ATP. D-ribose 2.5 grams per dose, creatine 3 grams. So this is, I got this new product by a Pure Black. It's the Chilogist. So they actually sent me this. And it's actually, I like the label. Actually, they gave me the certificate of analysis and they gave me their third-party testing. It's actually really, really good quality. I am quite impressed, but let's open it up. So this is like the real stuff. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. It's pretty expensive stuff, but it's worth it. We're gonna take about a gram. Oh yeah, you can reverse dementia. Look at this stuff. It's like sticky. That's how it should be. This is how your Chilogist should be, guys. It shouldn't be a freaking capsule or powder or any bullshit from other companies. That's how it should be. And you just put it in like some warm water. This is the real stuff that it comes directly from Pakistan. So if you guys are interested, definitely check out this company. I have it on the website as well too. So this is it. Yeah, it is. Roughly 33% of the company, they don't, 33% of the population, they don't actually do good with turmeric. So this is how you're supposed to actually put this in the water, and it just sits there and it just melts slowly. Mariam, good morning. What is it that good for? So this is for like a heavy, let's just put it this way. It's good for inflammation, but at the same time, it gives you 80 plus trace minerals in the body. And I'm just testing it right now to see how well it works for inflammation and testosterone. Natural way of boosting the testosterone. That's what everybody's been claiming. A lot of influencers and stuff, and they've been selling it like crazy. So finally after doing so much research, I found a company that actually produced the original. And I'm just trying it out right now to see how well it works and how well it stands behind it. But this is the company. It's a nice little package they sent. Looks good. Pure Black. I have it on my website as well too, and they ship worldwide. Good quality products. And this is the first company that actually they produce certificate of analysis and third-party testing so far on this product. The black supplement is Chilogit, True Gold Chilogit. I don't know if you can see it there. This is it, pure gold, and it has like a trace number of 555. I use about a gram. I'm taking it twice a day. I'm overdosing on it right now to see what happens. You're supposed to take like 0.2 once a day, and I'm taking a gram twice a day. So I want to see exactly how it affects the body from energy-wise, testosterone-wise, mineralization, and inflammation mostly. And that's the major benefit of it. It has I'll do a full video on it. It has like some massive benefits on it. And they have another one that they sent me as well too, to test out. because I have an issue with one of my joint that I heard. So they have this product. Actually, it's a peptide. It's the first time I take peptide as a capsules, but it's a peptide made especially for a joint. Can boosting stem cells production, sea buckthorn therapy or cacao help soft muscle tissue for the heart? No, it doesn't. I know what you're talking about, and I know who's been talking lots about the stem cells from sea buckthorn or cacao, and it's all bullshit. It's so minuscule. Seriously, it's so minuscule that you're probably not gonna even feel it. If you want something good to actually boost up your stem cells, get yourself some bone marrow and make sure the bone marrow is in a reddish dark coloration, and make sure you eat it raw. And that's how you boost your proper stem cells, not through sea buckthorn or cacao, because they don't really work as good. I've tried them for years. Zed die 7 weeks tomorrow since I stopped drinking alcohol. Thanks to you. Cheers, man. That's awesome, Popcorn. Cheers to that. I love the name still. That's awesome. Continue at it and continue the hard work. Is there a dye that has no chemical, or what do you think of the soap advertised? I was trying to get that soap advertised, but I think it's bullshit. Like, I sent so many messages and nobody even responded to me. Because they tend to leach, right? Do you know where it can get medical grade leeches? Clean ones? I'm not sure. Are collagen peptides any good? If it's a type 1 and type 3. It has to be type 1, type 3, Jack. But yeah, Transistor, get yourself some bone marrow. Put them on room. This is how I do it. Room temperature for at least a couple hours, because sometimes they come frozen. And grab it in a nice little teaspoon. Put either some Himalayan salt or a little bit of raw unpasteurized honey and eat it. And that's how you can actually boost up your stem cells naturally. It's way more bioavailable than cacao or sea buckthorn. What is the name of your coffee? I get it here locally. It's called chocolate cake. Seriously, that's the name of it. It's called chocolate cake. Leeches for liver detoxification. I'm not sure where you can get that. But for liver detoxification, the best thing you can do is some fasting would be great, and take some supplement alongside. What about people with autoimmune disease whose bodies overproduce collagen? Just go on a carnivore diet. What are your thoughts on taking enclomiphene alone for testosterone therapy? I haven't looked into that. Enclomiphene. I have to look into it. I don't have much information on it, unfortunately. It's likely this may really unclog coronary arteries. Is randomized trials available on its efficacy and efficiency, sir? Thank you. Yes, there is. There is a lot of studies on it coming available soon. It will be posted soon for you guys in regards to cyclodextrin. Yes. What is your background? Background as where am I from, or background in study, or what? No, I mean I was a coffee that is not caffeinated. Oh, you're talking about the one that I was drinking earlier, the mushroom coffee? Is that the one you're talking about, Abs? Clinical nutrition. Yeah, the mushroom coffee. I have it on the website. This is the one I was drinking. So it has 6 mushroom, and it has a little bit of coffee in it. And it does have the MCT oil in it as well, and it does use the Arabica instant coffee. Autoimmune disease are preventable, 100%. Good night, Marie. Well, it's almost 10 o'clock, 10 p.m. here. It's not caffeinated, no. No, it's not caffeinated. It still has caffeine in it, but a very small amount, like 35 milligram, very small amount. Does saturated fat intake affect atherosclerosis? And if so, what amount daily is allowed? I try to intake 0. This is a complex question. So Al, saturated fat is not the cause of atherosclerosis. And same thing goes for the sugars aren't the effect of atherosclerosis. The question is, the saturated fats you're consuming, if it's not a clean source, then it could actually cause oxidation. So what I mean, if you're getting the saturated fats from animal product, but if that animal, the source of that animal, if they're not actually fed, grass-fed and grass-finished, then the quality of that saturated fat could possibly cause atherosclerosis because it is not, it does not have the proper profile of your essential fatty acid profile. So it's going to end up causing possible atherosclerosis because it's actually the cow or the beef or the whatever you're consuming has been actually fed feed, and that feed has a lot of toxins and has a lot of mold toxins that actually accumulates in the fat. Now, if that fat you're consuming is commercialized, I would actually stay away from it. Same thing with the eggs. If the eggs aren't free range and pasture raised, then the egg fats, the saturated fats, could actually cause an issue in your body, 100%. And there's another type. If you have a type of LP small a in your body, then you're the type of person that could actually have a hard time breaking down the fats and cycling it back to the liver. So you tend to actually increase your LDL, and your LDL tend to oxidize faster. So usually that's how the process works. So it doesn't mean that saturated fats are bad for you. It means where is that saturated fat coming from and how clean is the source. Because if the source is not clean, all you're doing is just adding more toxins to your liver to actually try to filter and try to kind of understand why is it, that has too much stearic acid and not enough palmitic acid. And so the profile of that fat is not balanced correctly. Does that kind of make sense? So it doesn't mean if you're taking fat, you're going to actually get atherosclerosis. It has nothing to do with that. It's just the quality of that fat. What are the best supplements to reverse atherosclerosis? I have one that I actually just did a video on YouTube. You can go watch it there, Adam. But technically, till today, all the supplements that we've come across, they stop progression, but nothing actually was capable of reversing till a new supplement has been launched recently. So Al, moving down the road, anything you're gonna consume that actually has saturated fats, like I consume a lot of saturated fats myself, right? And I get my beef directly. It is grass-fed, grass-finished beef. That's the only beef that I eat. If I'm gonna eat a beef that is not grass-fed, grass-finished, I will only eat as lean as possible, no matter what. Same thing with the eggs. Right now in Canada, we don't have access to pasture-raised eggs. We only have access to free range. But I still eat about 10 eggs a day. But I know for a fact if I eat 10 or 15 eggs, the amount of saturated fats in it, I know might not be the best quality, but I try to keep it below 20 grams per day or 30 grams per day, just so it does not affect me as much. What is your YouTube? It is under my same name. If you go on my main page, Adam, on TikTok, you should actually see the YouTube link there as well. And go watch the latest video about Cavedex. Boiled eggs only? Yeah, as long as you're not overly boiling, overly overcooking the yolk, because the yolk is very, very crucial. Because the problem is with the yolk, it does contain monounsaturated fats, which is heat sensitive, light sensitive, and you can actually oxidize this fast. Same thing with the polyunsaturated fats in it. So the only stable fat in it is the saturated fat, which is only like less than a gram. So it doesn't really have a whole lot. And the cholesterol, we never really look into dietary cholesterol because it's irrelevant. But what causes atherosclerosis in the beginning stage is not so much the fat, it's the flow of the blood. So technically, we're looking at blood pressure. That's what actually starts the issue with atherosclerosis. Is there an A to Z of supplements or place to know? What do you mean? Hi, what is the best food to get rid of brain lesions? A supplement in US with a study on dolphins shows C15, all chain saturated fats, 200 milligrams daily, reduce fatty liver, increase each cell membrane strong, this reduce oxidation and insulin resistance. Yeah, right now there's a huge factor, I think, on the C15, but yeah, it does. There's nothing wrong with saturated fats. Saturated fats are actually good for you because you have your long chain and short chain fatty acids in it. Is there an easy... Also, do you add sugar to it? Sugar to what? Is fasting, do you drink coffee or tea? Oh, I don't add sugar. I haven't had sugar for probably ages. The only sugar that I end up having is honey. But the only time I would actually have honey with like maybe a teaspoon on one or 1/4 teaspoon maybe at the end of the day. Did I miss how to lower blood pressure? Yeah, I have an ebook that I wrote on how to lower blood pressure, Mimi. So you can definitely download it. I think it definitely benefits you, and it definitely gives you all the information you require for supplementation and the blood testing to do as well. Do you consume any fruits on your diet? This year, the only fruit I was able to consume was 1 cup of wild blueberries. Usually I get about 6 cups every year. This year I only got 1 cup, Al. So no, I don't consume fruits. I only consume whatever is in season. Here where I'm living off a grid location, I don't have access to anything unless I grow it. In the city, sometimes I do have access to like organic frozen blueberries. So I tend to kind of have some blueberries or blackberries whenever I could. But this year here off a grid, technically I don't. I only have access to huckleberries and blueberries. I only had 1 cup this year. That's it. If one of my neighbors calls me up, I might maybe get a box of like organic grown apples. That's it. Do you have any meal plans for high protein which will help lower blood pressure and fix cholesterol issues? Yeah, I can create one for you. All the meal plans that I do, they're not... see, you gotta look at this, Adam. I hate there's a lot of people, a lot of nutritionists, clinicians, and all that stuff. They have on their website, I'll give you a meal plan and all that bullshit stuff. The meal plans I design it specifically for you as a person. So if you tell me, hey, I want a meal plan based on this, I will actually design it based on your blood work and based on your history as well too. I would never just give you a generic one. So if you want something with high protein, high fat, losing for weight loss, muscle gain, you're taking certain supplementation, certain medication, I will actually design it based on that. So every plan is actually 100% customized, and I do a 21-day customization. What causes bone pain? What can help? Oxalates causes bone pain. Crystals. Is there a way to clear artery plaque? Doctors claim it's not possible. Yeah, there is a way. I did a video on that recently. Go to my YouTube channel and watch it. It does explain everything in specific. Yeah, I like my off-grid location. I always just sometimes, very limited on stuff. So I always have to head to the city to actually buy the meat because the farmer that I actually get the meat from is about 7 hours away from here. So I have to drive there every 3 months to pick them up. If you click on my website or send me a direct message, Adam. I think it is on my website, but send me a direct message. I can send you the link to get a meal plan or a full plan. Only history I have is high blood pressure and cholesterol. Yeah, 100%. I can help you with that. Can give you the supplementation and the meals to actually get done. Is there a way to stop RA from developing or reversing mild RA? RA is actually cured. Back in the day, back in the 1940s, they used to use 250,000 IU of vitamin D to actually cure RA for rheumatoid arthritis with heavy vitamin K2, MK7 of almost 300 micrograms daily to 500 micrograms. You want to know offline, can you repeat regarding the auris plaque? I did a new video, Vanath, on my YouTube channel. Go watch it. My doctor gave me Candastatin for a month. I don't know if it's good to take. No, I would not take any chemicals. You're not chemically deficient. What is the normal cholesterol levels? Below 350. It's not whether, it's 200 or 300 or 100 or 350. It's all about whether your cholesterol is being oxidized or not, and causing like issue with your blood flow or causing issue with your arteries. That's all back to your blood flow again. Cholesterol numbers sometimes are irrelevant if we're not really looking at the full picture. Any idea on breaking down fasts and type of supplements to take? Oh yeah, I can break down all that stuff. What's good to treat autoimmune disease? Go on a carnivorous diet, eliminate diet. Elimination diet will actually cure autoimmune disease. Then you can actually start to pinpoint what foods you like to actually add back onto your diet after you do like a 45 or a 90-day elimination diet. It's that simple. And there's hundreds of people have done it. And that's how you have to get started. Can lab work specifically identify the amount of oxidized cholesterol? Oh yeah, 100%. There's a lab work called OXLDL. And there's another one called LPPLA2. And there's a third one that's called MPO. LPPLA2 and MPO will predict soft plaque. OXLDL will tell you how much oxidized lipids you have. Did you mean kidney stone oxalates that cause bone pain? Yes, crystal oxalates. What is good for pulmonary health or patients post-bypass surgery? Book a time. We can go on specific in regards to that, because pulmonary health, there's a lot of things you can actually do. There's a lot of things we can do. It's all about sometimes mucus issues, sometimes many deficiencies in the mineral level that actually causes that. Repeat the type of blood works, please. LPPLA2, MPO, OXLDL. What is good blood pressure for over 50? Blood pressure is pretty much it's a number that actually fluctuates per person. I don't like the idea that doctors have to say, oh, it's 120 over 80. Every person, it varies. If your blood biomarkers and your arterial flow is shown working perfectly, why should you care about whether it's 120 or 130 over 40 or 80 or 90? Blood in the lungs, nose bleeds. So how's your breathing like? Has there been any damage to the lungs itself? I have a glaucoma and blood pressure. Is it linked together? Oh yeah, 100%. So whenever a person starts to experience blood pressure, the first thing that actually gets affected is the vision. And the second thing is your heart. A carnivore diet limits carbs to 10 grams per day. Don't eat some meat, then all the other carbs. Huh? A carnivore diet limits carbs to 10 grams per day. Don't eat some meat, then all the other carbs. I don't know what you mean. Can cloth impact your health? Yes, synthetic clothing. They prevent certain frequencies from entering your body, so it allows your body to actually heal. Had bypass and have shortness of breath. All tests done are normal. Possible causes? Your ejection fraction is too tight on the bypass. It's my father-in-law breathlessness, now showing blood clots as well. Start giving him NAC, N-acetyl-L-cysteine, 2400 milligrams every 4 hours, 5 days on, 3 days off. Then after that, we can add neurokinase to actually eliminate any blood clots, but we're almost gonna go in blindly on a neurokinase without doing a biomarker testing to find out his fibrinogen levels. Best supplement for anxiety, L-theanine. I did an ebook on that if you want to check it out, Mikasa. Stop deal with my dog completely. Now he is spamming me. I think your doctor, because he's losing money every time you move away. NMNs for over 30s. Yeah, you can take NMNs. It's good for your kidneys and it's good for longevity. Clarification. People don't realize how low of carbs need to be. Can you suggest anything for foot neuropathy? Neuropathy, you can take acetyl L-carnitine 3000 milligrams will fix that issue. Carbs, yeah, you don't need carbs much. You don't need a whole lot of carbs at all. 10 grams, 20 grams is probably plenty, unless you're like a heavy lifter. I have insane high blood pressure, probably going to die from an aneurysm in about 10 years. Blake, why are you worried so much, man? I can help you with that. Book a time with me. Let's talk. Thank you. Did you say I book an appointment with you? You could, yeah, definitely. If you want to book a time with me, we can kind of go on specifics and actually have a protocol to follow. Would be ideal. What could be done for the tight fraction on bypass? There's actually a supplementation you can take, but before we do a supplementation, I'd definitely like to see some blood work done so we can actually make sure we're not going blindly on a lot of this stuff. But there, the ejection fraction, it is doable, and there's actually 3 supplements as a stack. You take them together. My doctor has no faith in reversing type 2 diabetes. Tell your doctor to go back to school and re-educate himself, because type 2 diabetes is reversed by food only. You don't need supplements, you don't need medications or any of that bullshit. How do I read kidney stones? How do you get rid of kidney stones? Citrate. I need a meal plan to reduce my carb intake drastically and not lose energy. Book a time. You can get a meal plan from me. I do design one on a 21-day based. If you want, I can send you the link for it. I don't think I have it on my webpage yet. I should put it up. Is my question not able to be answered? Jason, I don't know. What was your question? I think maybe it's been blocked. Some questions, they get blocked sometimes. How to get rid of kidney stones? Citrate. I mentioned it already. Magnesium citrate. And magnesium, you gotta take magnesium every single day for it to actually work. Cavadex sounds promising. Thanks. Yeah, so far it's going good. So I'm hoping to kind of get even more results, Dave, so I can actually share it with more people. And so far we got 22 people on it, and at least most of them have done a CAC score before. So I'm hoping I get some really, really good results, and they all gave me the opportunity to actually share their before and after. So it's kind of very, very exciting moment, and hopefully we don't get shut down for it. How do people deworm? It's the same way we deworm a dog. Look it up. There's a lot of uncommon things a person can do. I can't really talk about it. I can get banned, but yes. Is it healthy to do the gym workout fast? Oh yeah, nothing wrong with that. You can actually train fasted. Nothing wrong with that. Enhances your autophagy, enhances your testosterone, enhances your growth hormones. Possible to reverse what? Calcification? Yes. Jason, go watch my latest video on YouTube about Cavadex if that's your question about calcification. Why do I keep getting kidney stones? It's your diet. Avoiding colon cancer, any specific nutrition or supplementation you recommend? Colon cancer, It's actually created from eating too much fiber. Can you believe that? Soft tissue is something else. If you're talking about soft plaque, it's something different. Maurice, ACV don't work. Any other tips you can suggest? What are you trying ACV for? Hello, your thoughts on Alzheimer's. Thank you. What would you like to know about Alzheimer's? Is it reversible? Yeah, it is reversible. Unless you have a type of gene that already started. But you gotta almost kind of go more towards the fat intake instead of the sugar intake. ACV does not help with digestion. ACV only helps to actually increase acidity at the end of the meal. What you need is digestive enzymes before every single meal. I have the link in my profile bio. Is cholesterol related? Yes and no. Yes and no. Go watch my latest video, please, on Cavadex, and I kind of explained it, how cholesterol plays a role in this. Hi, Maurice. What is your thoughts on blood thinners, and how do you do it naturally? You have garlic, you have cayenne, you have white willow bark, you have olive oil. All that stuff will actually, it's a natural blood thinner. I post long videos on YouTube and short videos on TikTok. I'm in Canada. What amount of DHA do you recommend daily, and what do you recommend for acid reflux? DHA, I take 5 grams. Acid reflux is food combining, and you can take digestive enzymes. Guys, I'm going to take like maybe 3 or 4 more questions, and I'm going to call it a night because I got to wake up at 4. Hopefully I can get a good night's sleep today, because yesterday we didn't sleep at all. We had too many coyotes, and Duke was going crazy. So maybe tonight I can maybe sleep. How many milligrams of magnesium citrate to take per day to remove kidney stones? Every dose has to be about 200 milligrams every 4 hours. And you can take Shanka Piedra as well, is good. Can digestive enzymes help with acid reflux? Oh yes, 100%. Thank you, Maurice. See Avatar, Coyote. Cheers to that. I see it. Yeah, we had so many coyotes yesterday. It was like a brutal night. It started about 2 o'clock in the morning. We had coyotes. Duke was going crazy. He went through the screen door. Then about 3 o'clock, we had another 2 coyotes. You can actually hear them yapping in the background. Then about 3:30, the freaking owls started going at it. And it was just insane night. I couldn't even sleep. Any memory supplements for the brain? My mom has early dementia. You got L-theanine, L-tyrosine. Oh shoot, there's one I can't remember the exact name as well too. Shoot, I can't remember the name as well. But these two would work, and you can add some MCT oil as well too. Went through the screen door. Yeah, he jumped through the screen door, went outside, barked. I went after him. I tried to catch him, got him back in. And actually, I closed the glass door so he doesn't go through it anymore. But you know him, he kept like scratching and trying to move it. I'm like, stop. It was like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like half asleep. And it's pitch dark. You can't really see anything. What's going on? Any idea someone struggle with sleep supply? Magnesium, magnesium glycinate, L-theanine, GABA, cherry tart. That's like your stack for ultimate sleep. How do you spell the second option you mentioned for kidney stones? Shenka, Chanca space Piedra. Shenka Piedra. Use red lights that look like eyes for coyotes. Use red lights, okay, that looks like eyes for coyotes. Does that scare them, or what is that the red light does? I'm curious now. They think it's fire. Oh, nice. Okay, and they just they end up leaving. So I don't have to take my rifle and try to actually shoot in the air so they get away, because they never do. They always come back. Stonebreaker, yes. What is MCT oil used for? MCT oil comes from coconut. It's good for the brain. And I usually mix it with coffee, my mushroom coffee, all that stuff. It actually, when it actually combines together, it gives you the energy the brain requires. What is L-carnitine recommended for, and how much? L-carnitine, we're actually talking about neuropathy. It's good for neuropathy, it's good for mitochondria, energy levels, plays a huge role in the mitochondria as well too. And for weight loss, some people use it. I use it mostly for mitochondria boost, because L-carnitine, D-ribose, ubiquinol, sometimes we do a stack so we can actually enhance ejection fraction for the heart. Any supplement good for absorption? Any supplements good for absorption? Digestive enzymes. Is coconut oil good for the brain as well? Oh, 100%. The only reason is with the coconut oil, like if you take straight coconut oil, it does have its long chain fatty acid and short chain fatty acid. So what happens is with the long chain fatty acids, sometimes they take a little bit longer time to actually digest, while the short chain, they're actually absorbed a lot faster and they hit the brain tissue a lot faster. So you can actually get the cognition performance from it right away. Severe TMJ, what can help? TMJ, can you explain it for me? I'll take one more question, guys. That's it. I think one more question, and I'm kind of getting tired. Best supplement treatment for androgenic alopecia, hair loss, and balding. I don't have much information on that, because alopecia and stuff like that, hair loss, is all in regards to your testosterone and food intake. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm getting way more questions than I thought. Jax, Mel, Al, you guys asked me a lot of some good questions. If you're able to, I don't want to think right now. If you're able to send me a message, please send me the DM. I'm more than happy to kind of give you some information on that. Then we can actually go a little. I can go a little bit more in specific for each one of you guys. For Al, we got Mel, and as well Jax. So definitely, guys, send me a direct message. More than happy to actually respond. You guys have a nice evening, and we'll definitely touch base. Al, you too. Thanks so much for the comment, as always, and you guys take care. I'll come back again tomorrow, same time for sure.